Alright y'all, we are here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, and look what we got today. One of these Baxter custom hot rod Hunter 350s. Check that little hot rod out. You know what, let's take this thing for a run, and then we will go down to the motorcycle park and do a little walk and talk about this beauty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's got a Diablos pipe on it. That's kind of cool. Let's see what we can get her to do. I like the way she sounds, to get her warmed up here a little bit. Hey, exhaust pipe alley, here we go. I can never resist, can I? Just like a little kid. Do a little spin right here. This is the shortest wheelbase of the Royal Enfield bikes. Check that out. Excellent clutch feel, of course. Whoa! A little bit of hit there. That was neat. I don't know, maybe it's extra torque from the pipe. Seems to work well. Good sound, that's for sure. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, one of the locals. Let's do this quick. We don't want to rile anybody. Look at this little figure eight. Holy cow, is that tight or what? Check that out. Wow. Amazing, amazing. Very good sound. That was the rev limiter. Welcome to fabulous South Marnie. Hey, look, they're loading up motorcycles. They had a big auction here, just a week or so ago. And I think that's the last of the pickups right there. I think that guy bought my Harley, actually, the one I wanted. I believe this has a 300mm disc with a dual Vibri caliper on the front and a 270 on the rear with a single Vibri caliper. Boy, it has good sound, doesn't it? I didn't check our fuel. Oh, we got plenty of fuel. They relocated the speedo to the center. Usually they're off to the side on these bikes. Isn't that cool? I like the way that whole thing looks through here. Put this little fairing on there. It's got Royal Enfield on the front. Make some noise, make some noise. I'm trying to get used to these underbar mirrors. Check out those grips. Those are not stock either. Those are built well, I think. And of course the bar end mirrors. Nobody behind us. I love these. Look at how tight that is. It does have a rev limiter. There's no tach, so I can't see where I'm at, but what an absolute grin. What a grin. Wahoo! Oh yes. The speedo is the old Oculus. It's got the analog speedo on the outside. In the center there's a little LCD that's got the fuel gauge, gear indicator, clock, and then the odometer, trip meter 1 and trip meter 2, I believe. I think these have a, well, we'll look at that when we get stopped maybe. I think they have an oil pressure gauge and a, look behind us here. Hey, we got traffic coming. We've got to hurry here. How quick can we do this? Look at that, how tight this works. And I think it has a battery gauge too. Light, not gauge. Wow, Marnie is just hopping today. Traffic everywhere. What's going on here? Do the old hill spin test right here. This bike does this the best. It's got the shortest wheelbase, like I said. Check that out, huh? It's got to be one of the best handling, one of the better handling of the that is the Derailed Grill next here in the mighty metropolis of Marnie. Make sure you check that place out. Get yourself a Wahoo burger. I call this the Hunter Scepter. And it's got a nice short wheelbase, a very low center of gravity. There's no frame under the engine, and it also has the least amount of ground clearance of the 350s. So it has the lowest center of gravity, I believe, of these bikes. 5-speed transmission, single cylinder, 349cc engine, cranks out a whopping 20 horsepower, about 20 foot-pounds of torque. I think that's 27 Newton meters. Weight on this hot rod in stock form is 395 pounds, or about 185 kilograms. Now this one should be a bit lighter than that. It's got the light pipe on there and some other things. Oh, playtime. It will spin the tire just a little bit, just a little bit. Let's see if we can do a little spin here. This is all loose gravel. They redid our roads here in Marnie, in the mighty Minneapolis, and check it out. It's just a sea of loose stone. I better calm down. Simmer down. Simmer down. We're going to upset the locals. They're going to get the pitchforks and torches out and chase me down. What a fun machine. What an absolutely fun machine. Let's stop over here at the looking glass and take a look at it. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? Check that out. Aftermarket fender on the front. Shield, look at that shield on the front there. I think the bars, they've got risers on the bars, it looks like. I like it. Check out that pipe. Huh? Something different about the rear end too. Side covers are custom. Looks like they redid the paint on the tank with something different. The bar end mirrors, of course. Check it out. I can flat foot it. I've got a 30-inch inseam. I'm 5'8" tall. Me gusta mucho. Beautiful machine, beautiful machine. Sitting on it, let's see, my knees feel slightly lower than my hips. My heels are behind my knees. Actually, it feels a lot like the new Himalayan in that area. I am leaning forward slightly. My arms are stretching just a little bit, but not too bad. I do reach the bars just a little bit. Pretty comfortable overall. A little sporty. Like I said, I call this the Hunter Scepter. And this one in particular is extra Hunter Scepter-y. Let's go out of town here just a little bit, just for the heck of it. I don't get enough time on these. Now, how do these handle? Well, they're super lightweight, so they're easy to push around the garage or the shed or whatever, you know. I keep my 350, I have a classic, by the back door. Hey, there's the mailman. Let's stay away from him. As far as around town or in the parking lot, I mean, look at this. It's ultra lightweight, easy handling, very low center of gravity, incredibly well behaved, a little sporty, just a little bit. This one's a little more than a little bit. 2-lane blacktops. Around town, it's great around town. 2-lane blacktops, a lot of fun. I borrowed one of these a while back, put 130 miles on it, took it out to some curvy roads, had the same pipe on it. And it was just a hoot to run. Interstate, I'd probably stay off the interstate unless the wind was at my back. There is the famous Baxter cycle. Get yourself over here to the mighty Minneapolis of Marnie, Iowa, and check that place out, or go to baxtercycle.com. Those folks can help you out. Make sure you tell them Fuzzy Biker sent you. You know what? Let's run down to the motorcycle park and look this hot rod over. It's got a lot of little add-ons that are pretty neat. This is a Baxter Custom Works bike. They love to take bikes like this and just give them the treatment. They've got a good eye for it, I think. Loads of fun. I want to own a Baxter Works custom motorcycle. I really do. I think that'd be a privilege. They don't make that many of them every year, and when they do, they're just a lot of fun. Check this little hot rod out. Isn't that just a beautiful thing? They're not quite done with it. There's a couple other things they're going to do to it. Things I want to point out right away. The ballast pipe, the YSS shocks. I think there's a fender kit going on here. I'm not sure about that. This is really cool too. I like that a lot. That's pretty darn sharp. So what is it? Well, it's a Royal Enfield. It started life as a Royal Enfield Hunter 350. It's got a 349cc engine, single overhead cam, 2-valve, air-cooled, oil-cooled hot rod engine right there. Got a 5-speed transmission. The engine puts out 20 horsepower, 20 foot-pounds of torque. That's 27 newton meters. Pretty nifty bike, right? On front, it's got 41mm forks. There's about 5.1 inches of travel on the front. That's about 130mm. On the rear, there is about 4.8 inches of travel in stock form. Now, this has got YSS shocks on. That's about 122mm. Front tire is a 110/70/17, again in stock form. Now, this has got a Pirelli on it. I'm looking for a size. It's a 190/19 on the front on this one. Hey, they changed the tire size. How about that? Different rim, the whole bit. Okay, I get it now. They've made this into a real Scrambler. Larger front tire, 19 front tire, upswept pipe. I mean, check that thing out. That's really cool. Back was a 110/70/17. I wonder what they've done here. It's a Pirelli again. I'm looking for the size. Oh, it's a 140/80/17 now. Wow. They really beefed that up. Check that out. That is nifty. I like that. That is a fun. That would be I went dirtback riding yesterday on gravel roads. This would do that very well indeed. You know, these specs are all going to be kind of off now because of that. What we do know for sure is 300mm disc on the front, bi-brake caliper, dual piston bi-brake caliper, ABS on the front, ABS on the rear, 270 disc on the rear with a single piston bi-brake caliper. That is nifty. The seat height is going to be wrong. I have a 31.1 inch seat height. That's 790mm. I don't know. This should be, well, I don't know if it'll be lower or taller. Probably taller because of the bigger tires. Fuel tank is 3.4 gallons. That's about 12.9 liters. Like I said, this bike would have been about 400 pounds, 395 pounds in stock form. This is going to be less than that. That's about 181 kilograms, by the way. This is going to be less than that because of the lighter pipe, the different things that they've done to it. Pretty darn nifty. You know what? Let's put that list away and just look around this little hot rod. So right away, the bigger front tire, the Pirelli tires. That's really cool. Pirelli makes great tires, you know. Check that out. Isn't that nifty? That is Pirelli, right? Yep, Pirelli right there. And a 19 on the front. MK design fender kit for this. This is a really neat thing. Royal Enfield on the front. That's a Royal Enfield product. I think he talked about putting different blinkers on it. They raised the bars up maybe? I'm not sure about that. Built-well grips, bar end mirrors, this Renthal pad on the front there, the Abalis pipe, the YSS shocks. That is a really big deal. Of course, this bigger back tire, Pirelli MT60 it says. Hot dang. That tubeless too, by the way. I like that. I like that a lot. Look that hot rod over. I think they changed the color of the stripe here to red. I think that was a different color before. So it's got the swoop levers. I love those. Built-well grips, bar end mirrors, information button for the LCD in the center, flash to pass, low beam, high beam, blinkers, horn, kill switch, run switch, start switch, and then the hazard lights right there. Check out that front brake there. Isn't that neat? Wow, I love this. I love the way this looks too. There's a whole thing I go into. These are my Noru gloves. Let's get those out of the way. There's a whole thing I go into about the shapes and how they've made this, you know, this form right through here. You know, the way this is all kind of works together, and just a beautiful machine. Loads of fun to ride, you know. They do a great job. And look, center stand. Stock. What a fun bike to ride. Like I said, they're not quite done with it. I think he said something about blinkers. He talked about maybe putting a bash guard on the front. I'm not sure what he'll do there. He wanted the color offset, you know, more for that look, and a little protection. If you're going to be a Scrambler, you know, you got to have a little bit of protection down there. It's a fun machine. It's going to be a real treat to somebody. I like it. Maybe I should trade my Classic in for this one, right? Look at this. Like I said, very sexy looking through here. I like that a lot. Now, if y'all are interested in a bike like this, a near used Royal Enfield, Triumph, classic British bike of any type, need parts, accessories, doodads, thingamajigs, anything at all, get yourself over to the Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, or go to BaxterCycle.com. Tell those fine folks that Fuzzy, that's me, sent you. Life is good, my friends. Nothing I love more than riding motorcycle, and that's a good one. I think I'm going to go take that one back. It's a beautiful day out. I've got another motorcycle sitting over there that I think I'm going to go put 100 miles on. If y'all can do the same, please do. Life is good. Get out and ride. Wahoo! I did have a hamburger for supper last night.